Hello, everyone. This is Elizabeth with Scott Leroy Marketing, and welcome to Marketing with Command. Today is April 14th, so if you are viewing the recording, some features may have changed. Today, I am starting out in Mozilla Firefox, as we're going to do some designs work at the beginning. And I am at Command, which is agent.kw.com. First, I'll enter my username, which is something like first initial, last name, maybe a number, capitalization not required. Then you'll enter your password and click sign in. So today we're going to be going over social posts and email campaigns. First, we want to make sure everything is up to date. So you'll click your name in the top right corner. Then click settings. Here we can see the different applications that we have connected to Command. Your screen may look different than mine with the connected apps at the top. So you'll see Facebook on here twice, once for post scheduling and once for Ads Manager. Today, we're going to be going over post scheduling. If you want more information on Ads Manager, check out our Lead Generate with Command Facebook Ads 101 class. The post scheduling option and creating social posts is the free version that posts to your Facebook business page. So you'll want to connect that account using the connect button on the right, and then sign into Facebook with your email or phone and password, and then select your business page. Now, even though you select your business page, the name on your Facebook account will appear, and this goes for Ads Manager as well. So your business page does have to be connected to Command with the Facebook account, and it won't post anything to your personal Facebook account. It will only post to the business page and publish a paid ad from your business page, respectively. If you need any help connecting your Facebook, feel free to let us know and we'll be happy to help. Now, same rules apply for the Twitter post scheduling and Twitter Ads Manager. Two separate accounts. Post scheduling is the free version. Ads Manager is a paid version for the paid ads. You can connect the account with the blue button on the right, sign into your account so that you can use those options. Another thing I'll mention is if you do not have your pop-up blocker turned off, you may not be able to see those sign-in screens as they are pop-ups. So you'll want to disable that to get that pop-up to sign in. And then for the second portion of our class, we'll be using Command Email, which is the official email provider of Command. That includes 5,000 free email sends per month. You can click Manage to update the sender name and or reply to email, and manage your subscription if you want to pay for more emails per month. The alternative is using MailChimp. MailChimp is an email sender. You can connect your account using the blue button on the right. And MailChimp can send 10 to 12,000 emails to 2,000 contacts per month. So if you're sending, or if you need to send more emails per month, you can use MailChimp, though that is optional, as command comes with command email by default. Next, we're going to head over to Connect Settings, one of the options on the left. You can click the header to drop that menu down. Then click Marketing Profile. Here, you want to make sure all of the information is filled in, up to date. Anything with a red asterisk is required. One of the most frequently missed fields is agent license number, so you will want to make sure that's filled in and accurate. The newest field is slogan, so you'll want to make sure that that's filled in as it is required. But you want to come into this marketing profile and make sure everything is up to date, as it will syndicate to email campaigns. If you make any changes, be sure to click Save at the bottom. And you'll get this little embedded pop-up saying that it was successful. Now we are mostly going to be working in the Campaigns applet, which is the megaphone on the left. But posting a social post can actually be created in Designs. So that's where we're going to start today. Designs is the paintbrush in a square icon, third from the bottom. While you're still learning, you can click the red square with the white KW to expand the name of the applets and click Designs. Now, again, your screen may look different than mine if you have not created any designs just yet. So you can either click that Create Design button in the middle or the Create Design button at the top right. Once you click that, click Social to highlight that blue and click Continue. Now you can also check that box to import photos and details from KWLS 2.0, where you'll then type in the property address and select the listing. You have all of your categories on the left-hand side. For this example, I'm going to choose listings and for sale. The functionality for each design piece, though, is the same. So whether you're doing a test piece with me or an actual piece on your end, you can edit the design just the same. You can also narrow down the types of designs using the gray buttons at the top. Social wide, mainly for Facebook, social square, mainly for Instagram, and social stories for either Facebook or Instagram. I'm going to choose social square today. Then I'll choose this design here. And once you choose your design, you can click the Use button at the top right of the design to open up the WeBrand Design Editor. And I'm just going to skip this Open Pages menu at the bottom so you can see my full design. So this is all of the information that will update. Now, if you did already import the listing with that checkbox at the very beginning, you'll see in the KWLS panel those photos and details. If you did not check that box but still need to add in a listing, you can still come to this KWLS panel and search for a listing by address, MLS number, KWLS ID, listing agent, or co-listing agent. So today I'm just going to find an example here. And once we have the listing, click select. And you'll see all of the photos and listing details to pop into your design. So quick overview, I'm just going to select the piece that I want to update and then replace with the information from the left and continue on down the design. If you do see this error where the photo pops to the top left, you can click this reposition at the top, click and hold and drag back to the middle, and click done to fix that. And then for this last piece, I recommend double clicking to manually edit, as if you replace from this left-hand side, only the information will populate in. And built in 2004. Last but not least, I'm going to update the Market Center logo, which once clicked does take you directly to the logos panel and My Assets tab, where you can replace that. You can either click and drag or use the directional keys on your keyboard to move that around. Now, I know that was a really quick tutorial on how to update a social piece. So for more details on how to edit designs, feel free to check out our Designs 101 class. From here, you can click the download button at the top and then download again to download the JPEG, which is selected by default. And once that's downloaded, you can click done. Now that download step is not required, but if you are going directly to campaigns as we are today, sometimes the design isn't available in campaigns just yet, and I'll show you that error. So we always recommend downloading that as a JPEG while you're in the design to save you some time in just a bit. So now we'll head over to campaigns, which again is the megaphone icon on the left. This will take you to the full campaigns dashboard. And we're going to head directly to the social posts tab at the top. Here is where you can search social posts, show your live and scheduled post or draft post, filter by channels, channels being the social media accounts you have connected, view your social post calendar by week or by month, view a little bit more details of the week that we're currently in, and view the quick posts that will allow you to use the information already populating, use the pictures for a quick post using this blue arrow at the bottom right of the post. So now we can click the Create Campaign at the top right, choose Social Post, and there's that social ad paid for the other version to publish an ad by your business page. But today we're going to be focusing on the social post to post to your business page. Now, this may load your Market Center logo. If it gets stuck, which commonly happens in Firefox, you may just see the loading briefly in Google Chrome Incognito. But let's see if this allows me in. KW recommends the best days to post are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. But you can really post as much or as little as you would like. It really depends on your area. Every area is different. And the content of what you are posting. And of course, how many likes and or follows you have on your business page. Like for myself, I actually post every single day just as examples, but no one follows my page. I actually don't buy or sell real estate myself, so I don't market it to the public. But we recommend trying out, different time spans, timelines to see what works best for you, your content, and your area. So since that was stuck loading, I just refreshed the page using the arrow in a circle at the top left of the browser. And that let me in to create the campaign. We have the wizard on the left and the preview on the right. So we'll start by entering the text. You will want to pay attention to the character limit that's found at the bottom right. You can also use emojis using this tiny gray smiley face at the bottom right of the field. Now, we do recommend just entering the description of the property. Since mine is just an example property, I don't have that available, but you can manually type in or copy and paste the description here. And then for emojis, it will automatically insert that at the end, no matter where your cursor is. So if you do need to move an emoji, we recommend clicking and dragging to select that emoji. And then cut, which is Control or Command for Mac, X. And then click to place your cursor where you want that emoji. And Control or Command for Mac, V for View, to paste. Next section is your media. By default, it's going to select image and browse designs library, but you do have other options like video, where you can upload a neighborhood video, which is what is created by command, upload a video from your computer, or use a video URL here. Now the size must be less than 40 megabytes, duration must be less than 120 seconds. Supported formats are MP4 and M4V. And we find the best results to be the shorter, the better. You just want to capture their attention really quickly. You may not want to upload a full home tour, but you most certainly can, as you may be directing people to your social media to view that. Link is the third option, just entering in the full web address here, then validate. But for today, we're going to stick with the image. And then Browse Designs Library will bring up the designs that you have created, where you can then select. And like I mentioned, if you come over to command or campaigns too quickly, this may not show up. You may have to upload image that we downloaded just to be safe. But it looks like we took enough time today, so Browse Designs Library is working. Then from here, you want to crop. The square 1-to-1 ratio is best for most placements, but you can also choose the wide or free crop to specifically crop your post here. You can also zoom in and out or reset. So once you're done, click Crop Image, and you'll see that apply to the wizard and to the preview on the right. Image must be JPEG or PNG and smaller than 3 megabytes. You can also upload up to 4 photos. So if you wanted to include maybe the inside of the house for this type of example, you most certainly can. Next is the DBA logo section. You can click on this blue text here, the Market Center logos to be taken to KW Connect to find your specific Market Center logo here. Keller Williams recommends using the PNG format that's inside the RGB folder once you download that suite of graphics. And you'll see here that I have the Market Center logo. It was able to be automatically added in. And you'll see it here at the bottom right of the design. Now, since we already had the logo on the design, along with the ownership statement just below it, I'm going to go ahead and remove this Market Center logo from here so that it doesn't appear duplicated. And you'll see that remove on the preview immediately. Now, if you were to need to leave the Market Center logo and or include the ownership statement, you can change the position of the logo to either the left side or leave it at the right. Totally up to you. Next section is to either schedule the post at a future time and date or publish immediately. You'll see if you toggle over to publish immediately, that date and time disappears as it will publish immediately. But if you would like to schedule, you can click this little calendar icon to drop down the calendar to choose maybe a future date or time. And then to get rid of that calendar, you can just click anywhere in the gray space to collapse that back. Last section is channels. Here's where you can check or uncheck the channels that you want to post this to. You can also connect account directly from here if you've forgotten to do that before. You'll see the name of your page here on the left and then the account that is actually connected on the right. If you do have more than one channel selected, you can click the drop down above the preview to preview how that's going to look between the different social media accounts. And then you'll want to be 100% accurate to make sure that this post looks as you would like it. Then you can either save draft, which we do recommend coming in, a few hours or the next day to view with fresh eyes before posting. Or you can immediately click schedule post. So I'll just save this as a draft for now. And once we do that, that will take us back to the social posts tab. And for me specifically, the draft posts, but if you did decide to post that, it would take you to the live and scheduled posts tab, where you can see that in the dashboard. Now for email campaigns, we'll head over to the emails tab. This is how you can send bulk or mass or email blasts to your command contacts. At this time, KW is working on getting more details for the email metrics. But these days, if you click on the title of the email campaign that we're about to create, you can see more metrics for that specific campaign. But here is where you can see some metrics along the top. You can change from seeing the past 30 days to past 7, month to date, year to date, and lifetime. You can see how many email sends you have remaining with command mail. Search for emails. Toggle between the different statuses. Show different goals, channels, and then the button to edit and create and delete email lists. So we highly recommend creating the email list first. So to do that, you'll click that email list button. Here you can toggle between using the command email or MailChimp to create that list. And then we'll click that create list button at the top right. First, you'll enter the list name. Now this is commonly missed, so you don't want to skip it. It is required. It has the little red asterisk. But if you're finding that you can't save your list, that may be the reason why. Next, you'll add your contacts. You can either type to search, select all, or choose a tag. So let's choose a tag I know has some contacts in it. And then from there, you can then select all. And once you have your list built, you'll click confirm. Yes, I did create those tags. Once we have our email list created, and you'll see that appear in the list immediately, you can click create campaign. Now again, we're going to be choosing email this time. So we'll click to select, enter our campaign name, pay attention to the character limit at the bottom right. You can edit this later as well. Next, we'll choose the goal. You can also choose other if none of those fit specifically. And then lastly, you'll choose where your campaign will run. I'm just going to choose command email today, since all agents have that, and the MailChimp is optional, but you can also choose MailChimp as well. Then you'll click Create Campaign. Now, this creation looks pretty similar to the social post. You have your wizard on the left and the preview on the right. You'll just work from top to bottom, entering all your information. First comes from the last screen. So here you have your name, your goal, and the channel. So you'll see the name and goal are editable here, but the channel is not. If you need to change the channel, you will have to create a new campaign from scratch. Step 2 is the account. This will be automatically selected. Step 3 is the send to. So here's where you can choose that list that's already created. And if you need to edit that list, you can choose the blue text here, or you can create the list directly from the campaign as well. That'll show you the same little embedded pop-up box that we saw before. Step 4 is send from. This information is coming from the command settings that we saw at the very beginning of class. If you need to edit, you can click this text to be taken back to the command settings to update either the sender's name or reply to email address. I always recommend hovering over the little eyes in circles, as they're really good tool tips on whatever piece of information it's near. Next, section 5 or step 5, you'll enter the subject. Again, you'll want to pay attention to the character count at the bottom right. But this will be the email subject of the email that gets sent. Excuse me. Once you have that email subject, step 6 is to select the design. So we'll click that button and that'll slide out the template library. By default, that will go to the My Templates tab, so your screen may look different than mine. But you can tab over to the KW templates and then choose a design that you would like. You can also search by keyword in the top right. Choose your sort by most recent or least, and filter. So I'm going to choose the just listed and done to narrow those down. And it looks like none of them are categorized as that, so I'm just going to reset that. You can scroll down to load more as well. And I am looking for a just listed. Here we are. Here's an approachable just listed. There's also a classic or modern. If you click the 3 little dots, you can preview, which slides out from the right again, so you can see how that email looks on desktop, tablet, or mobile. before selecting. If that doesn't look good, you can click the back in the top left corner. Of course, not the browser one, the one inside the website. Or you can click Select Template. Once we have selected that template, it'll take you immediately into the email design editor, which does look a little bit different than the social post editor. You have the workspace on the left and the content on the right. Firstly, I do recommend changing the name because it does just show the template name. So maybe just adding what you want to name before the template name so that you can remember what template it is. And then we'll work from top to bottom, updating this email. Now, anytime you see the bar asterisk phrase asterisk bar, that is a merge field. That information is going to auto-populate inside for you. So we'll skip that section. Next, you'll choose your image. You can do so by clicking to select and then clicking the pencil icon to edit. Here you can edit the picture, the alternative text, link that to a landing page, merge tag, or web address if you wish. Change the width and height, border, and position. For the text, same thing. You'll want to click to select and then click the pencil to edit. And then insert your property address here. And then once you're done updating, you want to click this done to apply that change. And then continue on down, clicking to select, clicking the pencil to edit, typing in the information, clicking done to apply. And again, repeat. And continue on down through the text, through the other images. Same with the button. Click to select, click the pencil to edit. Now here is where you can link to a landing page, which does also include agent site pages. But if you do have a landing page created for the address, you can direct them there. You can select a merge tag, which again auto-populates. So if you just want to choose agent website, you can. And then lastly, a web address where you can enter the full web address of any website you wish. What we recommend for this is going to your command website, searching for that property on the home page. Whoa, and search. And this isn't going to bring up the exact listing that we had. But once you do find your listing, you can click to select. And then use this web address to paste into your campaign. Again, once you're done with that button, click the done to apply. and you'll see the rest of the information are merge fields. You can view how this email looks on desktop, tablet, and mobile again. You can also preview by clicking the little eyeball icon, and you'll see all of the merge fields fill in, like the logo at the top and all the information at the bottom. If you are seeing a broken image icon for the team logo, that just means you don't have a team logo uploaded. We do recommend putting something in there so that you don't see that broken image icon. And if you are not on a team and do not want your Market Center logo duplicated here, we recommend using the realtor icon or logo. So once you're done with the preview, you can close that by the gray X in the corner. Again, not of the browser, but within the website. Under the options menu, that's where you can also see preview, send test email, which we highly recommend as the next step. You can enter your business email here to receive the test, or you can download the template. Here is where you can also save. Highly recommend saving frequently. If you do not get that green banner at the top, it may be due to not having information filled in your marketing profile to syndicate over to these merge fields. Then you can save and exit. By saving and exiting, that'll actually take you back to the email campaign you were just in. And you'll see that email design in the preview on the right. Now you can save as draft here, come back at a later time and still update the design using the button in the bottom center. From this screen also, you can preview again and send test email from the actions menu in the email campaign. And then once you're 100% sure that this is good to go, you can schedule or send immediately. So I'm going to save draft and save and exit to go back to the emails dashboard. You'll see the email appear at the top with the status, depending on if you saved, sent, or scheduled. If you sent, you may not see the email metrics immediately. It will take some time for those to syndicate over. Again, for a more detailed metrics, you'll want to click the name of the email campaign once you've sent it. And then with the 3-dot menu, when in draft status, you can edit, duplicate, or archive. In the canceled status, you can simply duplicate. And in the mailed status, you can preview or duplicate. If you are not able to find your design in templates, it should be, if you head to the designs applet, it should be at the very top left, as that's the most recent design created. If you're still not seeing that there, I would check that out in Google Chrome Incognito or Mozilla Firefox private. Maybe it's a cookies or cache issue. You can also search for your designs by entering the keyword or filtering by the different types. Sometimes if you create a social post and want to include it on an email, you'll need to search for the social post first and then add that in an image or as an image in the email design. So that is it for class today. If I didn't answer your question, or if you think of a question later, feel free to contact us and we'll be happy to help. Our website is scottleroymarketing.com. And at the very bottom is where you can find our contact information. Again, this class is being recorded, so you can find the recording later this afternoon on our YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/ScottLeroyMarketing. It was my pleasure. You're very welcome. As always, thank you for joining and hope you have a wonderful day.